Hi everyone, it's Georgia. I hope that you are doing well. And here I am at the park again. I am currently in Northeast Ohio, in Cleveland, at Edgewater Beach, and it's springtime. And I don't know if you can see, the lake is sort of behind me. There's a little bit of glare, and everything is alive and singing. I can hear the singing. I can hear the trees singing. I can hear all the bugs. Everybody's just singing. They're just glad to be alive, right? And I am too. I wanted to just come on real quick and pick a card about continuing to work on how you are thinking about your life and thus creating your life. I'm in a good place with all of that. Basically, I still don't know what my future is going to bring. I have some ideas. And the message I got all week long, over and over and over, was be Buddha. Be Buddha. And every time I started to gear up and try to predict what was going to unfold or how things were going to unfold or where's the money going to come from, and every time my mind went to control everything that's spinning in my mind over and over and over, I keep hearing, be Buddha. And the easiest way for me to be Buddha is to be outside, because the natural earth is pretty darn grounding, quite honestly. It's it's kind of like a therapy session for me, where I just be Buddha. Today I took my shoes off. I put my feet on the ground. I had a lot of kind of pain in my feet today, so I just let it go. And that pain is also about trying to control my steps, the next steps. It's all mind, body, spirit stuff. And I spent about 15 minutes with my feet on the ground, and I felt a whole lot better afterwards. Once again, being Buddha, just right there on the earth, fully present in the present moment. And that, of course, is the hardest thing for us to do, is to live the fullness of our present moment, which is completely full. What's so nice about the present moment is it doesn't regard how much money you make, your successes that you think you have, your treasures, your collection of friends and popularity, and your collection of business partners and lovers. And it's so detached from all attachment. Being Buddha and being in the now is completely detached from all of our attachments. In the now, there's only just really my physical being, my heart, and my gratitude, and my truth. And all of that sits together when you take a minute to be Buddha. In most spiritual traditions, they talk about all we really have is now. In many spiritual traditions, they say that the now, everything that we have, is also an illusion, which I get. Or we it's an illusion of, it's an illusion of, I don't know, importance, since we ascribe so much importance, our own importance, on things external to us. But truly, when you get to that place where, regardless of what you have or who you have or how you got it, you get to that place when none of that matters and you just are here now being Buddha. There's a beautiful sense of freedom and magic. I think that word magic for me means I come closer and closer into owning my life and making it what I want. And in the now, in the being the Buddha, I really am at the center of owning that while being present to the gifts of the universe. That dance of life being a creative gift and me taking it to the next level and truly creating something from it. And all of that crazy stuff is found being Buddha. I have been trying to think about some teachings that I've been focusing on this week, and most of those teachings speak to following your excitement. And one of the things I had to admit was that over the last few years, because it was just a while. Change. Anyways, I think I was so busy coping and surviving and learning and letting go and releasing and healing and learning how to just kind of trust God and the universe, that I think I kind of lost my excitement about things. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, because there are things that I used to have a lot of excitement for, and I still do, but it's hard to have excitement when life is hard or struggling. So the more I learn how to do that being Buddha, the less I'm in the struggle, and then I make room. I make room for remembering excitement and inviting it in. In fact, I prayed this week. I prayed to have excitement return to me in all areas of my life, because it feels like it's definitely a time of great transformation, not only for myself personally, but there is transformation in the air, and it has nothing to do with politics. It's the transformation that all of our hearts are kind of hoping for, I believe, to find our Buddha, to find our joy amidst a world that kind of tells us that we should always be afraid, or we should always be struggling, or we should always be striving and can't trust anybody. Yeah. There's a lot of ambulances out there, right? Screaming, getting our attention. But at the end of the day, it's one life that we can remember. And I'm personally looking forward to it as I get better and better and better and better and better and better and better at owning it forgiving myself for my mistakes, and seeing it all as lessons learned. And these are the things that I'm hearing and discovering when I let myself be Buddha. Be Buddha. Be Buddha. And that's the other thing I wanted to share is the more I carve out that time and space to be in that peaceful place, I hear more closely my own inner voice. My own inner voice speaking to me. My intuition telling me to go to the ocean. Definitely. That's one of the places I'm headed. Going on an adventure to find my new home, my new geographic home. I have home within, and I have home with my kids, and I have home with some friends. But I'm looking for a home that I can, a community and a home that I can really, really, I don't know, have some tribe. And it feels like my place to be. And the people that I will meet there, I know they're there. I know my home is out there. It's been a few years of thinking all of that through. So over the next 3 to 6 months, that's my search. I'm in search engine mode, searching for home. And along the way, I'm going to be Buddha, the trust process. Okay, these of course are my Esther and Esther Hicks cards from the Law of Attraction, which very simply says, you know, we can change the direction of our life, and it begins here. And it also connects to here, and it also connects to source, to something higher. But the power is all within us. And learning to own my mind instead of letting it be a runaway engine has totally empowered me to heal and become more of the kind of person, more of the kind of woman I want to be. So let's see. How should we do this today? I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is such a beautiful card. Oh, this is cool. I bless and I appreciate every religion. There is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we, as a people, can continue to take thought beyond that which it has been before. Let me read it again. There is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity. Religion is a magnificent environment of wide diversity where we as a people can continue to take thought beyond that which it has been before. What I like about that card is religion plays a very important role, not only in society, but for many people personally. I was raised in religious environments. As a Lutheran, as a Methodist, I participated in many religious experiences, from Christian to Hindu to Jewish to New Age, so those, my spectrum, the wide diversity I have definitely enjoyed, because I know God for me is everywhere and in everything. So I'm not afraid of the diversity of God, is what I'm saying. Found in religion and found in every human being. And I was just thinking this the other day. I was thinking that we may have structures in religion that give us a framework as young people, as older people, whatever it gives you. It's a framework for operating. But this I do know to be true, that since every human being is completely different, their own DNA, you know, that means their experience of God is uniquely different. So it's not just about religion. How I experience a higher force in my life is neither correct or incorrect. It's just different than how you experience a higher force or not. However, you connect to something bigger than yourself is your experience. And my experience, because I'm a different person than you, raised in a different home, in a different city, in a different cultural environment, with different norms, my experience of what we call God, of course, is going to be uniquely my experience. There are common denominators where we can find each other and connect. But I have found that the experience of the divine is quite personal, also quite universal, uniquely tailored for us as people, but also enveloping many groups of people. I've had too many personal miracles in my life to know, to doubt that there is a higher force. And I have had too many personal miracles to doubt that this is personal. And that, again, is that beautiful magic of life where you are in alignment with being Buddha and thus being connected to your diverse God experience. And the other thing in that card is the suggestion that our thinking can change around religion, and it always does. Our thinking can change. For example, back in the Middle Age, our thinking around religion was that if you weren't Christian, we would kill you in the name of religion. Okay? Now, granted, that still is going on all over the world, but times have changed and our thoughts have evolved. To kill in the name of God, in the spirit of war, has evolved to not be representative of the nature of God in most religions now. And that is, of course, different than when it was a couple thousand years ago. So our thoughts have evolved. Every day, our thoughts have evolved. And I can promise you, as you allow yourself to grow into your own unique experience with a divine connection, your thoughts will evolve. And guess what? God can take it. God can take the evolved thoughts and questions and contemplations and stretching, because it is, after all, at the end of the day, about learning and growing. I pose all my needs, my questions, my disagreements with the universe so I can stretch my thoughts, and also stretch my thoughts into taking ownership of my part of those prayers, to take action, to believe, and to keep moving forward. Well, I don't know if that's been helpful for you today, but thank you for joining me. I think I don't know if I'm coming back to this park for a long, long time. I don't know. But it's okay because, I'm allowed to have my thoughts evolve about who I am and where I want to live and who I want to have in my life. And I'm no fool. I know life will have suffering, but I'm super committed to like being happy my last 30 years. So that's one of the thoughts that I have changed. Not just about religion, but at the core of religion, in my religion, is the belief that my happiness is actually my purpose. And that's one way my thoughts have evolved about religion. Actually, that God delights in that happiness, in my happiness. Delight, always delighting. Well, those are the ponderous thoughts for today. And I hope to stay in touch every once in a while. And my information is below. Please like and subscribe if you are appreciating personal growth messages. And appreciate everybody who's kind of been kind to me over the last 6 months. I don't know what I would have done without you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.